Looks like my luck here is going to run out soon. Today I am out here in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania at Swatara State Park, and I am back out here to explore more of this park. If you remember in one of my previous videos from about 2 years ago when me and RJ were out here, we checked out part of this park. More specifically, we were checking the iron bridge that is here that used to be up in Waterville, Pennsylvania in Lycoming County. Not here to check that out today. I am here to check out the Swatara rail trail that goes through the park here and explore that and see if we can find any interesting things along the way. Don't know if we're going to find anything or not, but it's certainly a good day for a ride and everything, and we're going to keep track of everything today using Runkeeper and my Guard Pro Ultra 2 Plus smartwatch that I got and everything. So let's get mounted, start heading down the trail, see if we find anything interesting. So here is the bridge that I filmed 2 years ago when I was here with RJ, crossing over the Swatara Creek. So we're going to head down the trail and see how far we can get. This trail isn't completed, I don't think. It does end somewhere down here around Jonestown, and then it picks up again for a short distance before it stops again. As you can see, the trail is a little narrow, so you got to watch when you're passing one another. The only thing I'm noticing with the trail so far on here, this definitely could use some manicuring along here as far as the weeds go and cutting them down. So we are coming up on Iron Bridge Road, and this was a bridge that was replaced, and the old one was taken about a mile or so down the road and rehabbed and reassembled there, and that was covered in a previous video as well. Not finding any remains of the railroad along here other than the bed we were on. I should say the bed we're on, riding. Don't see any ties, no poles, remains of poles or anything. Can definitely tell this was a railroad right through this particular area with the cutout. Looks like we got a little bridge here going across this small creek. Stop here for a minute and check it out. So yeah, not a big bridge or anything, just a concrete one with some railing on it here that has definitely seen better days, but stone abutments right there. And I did look around here to see if I can find any dates for this bridge, but no such luck. Checked on both sides. They do have little mile markers on the trail here, so I believe we're about a mile from where we started at the Waterville Bridge trailhead. And then coming this way, this is mile marker 9. From where it originally starts, way up through on the other side of the park. Don't know if we're going to get there today or not. All depends how good I feel riding and everything. We may or may not venture all the way up to the end. Coming up on another grade crossing down here. Not quite sure the name of the road. But this might be where the trail ends. Because this looks like a public road over here. But we'll venture across and see where this takes us. This is the Lickdale trailhead. So the rail trail does pick up right here. Runs along the road. So it looks like we're coming up to the parking lot for the trailhead. See if it continues, the trail continues on past the parking lot. Definitely interesting how they have the trail wrapped around here. Not quite sure where the actual rail bed is, because we definitely got off of it back there. This may or may not be it again. Definitely don't think we're on the rail bed. And everything is too overgrown right now. With leaves being on, weeds being up and everything, to really look around to my left here and see if the rail bed is actually over here in the weeds. But it looks like the trail goes through this campground. And I think the Swatara Rail Trail ends here. And we are now on the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail. according to the signs that I'm seeing here on my right. So we'll see where this takes us. See if I can find a trailhead again. All right, so I did stop and check my maps, and that is pretty much it for the trail, as it ends right there and does not pick up again until you get down to the Jonestown Dam. And that's the Lebanon Valley Trail down there. So we're gonna head back up and most likely continue on up past the Waterville Bridge and see if we find anything interesting along the way in the park. So this looks like this is also a launch area too, to put your kayaks or canoes in the Swatara Creek here. As I stated in one of my videos, got to have launch permits. And there's a sign right there telling you that. Oh, we have an interesting thing over here that I missed when I came in here. So we're not going to go in there, but I will at least stop here and show you a picture of this. So along the road here is this memorial, and I'll zoom in here so you can see it. Lieutenant John Weidman Memorial Reservation, dedicated in 1949 in honor of Lieutenant John Weidman. 1756 to 1830, was a revolutionary soldier, patriot, and iron manufacturer. Fought under General George Washington. Owned and operated ironworks at Union Place. Well, that's pretty cool that they have that monument here, but we are not venturing back that driveway or anything because it is posted, no trespassing, but we can at least stop here along the road and check the monument out. So we are at 4.5 miles so far we put on today. I think it's about 2.2 miles from the Waterville Bridge parking area down there to Jonestown, where I turned around at that campground and came back. And so far, since I got the bike last September, 313 miles I have put on it riding. So one thing they have here at the what's known as the Inwood Iron Bridge site, where the former bridge was before they built this one, they have these information boards here, pretty much telling you where you're at and where the bridge is relocated to now. But one thing it doesn't show on here is the canal that went through here, and I believe it's on the other side of the creek over there somewhere, but a branch of the Union Canal came through here, and there is a lock over there in the parking area where I parked, and I showed that in one of my other videos. And then this is information board just talking about the area, but what's interesting is that photo right there. That's actually taken right here at the bridge. So it looks like there were two tracks in here at one time, probably before they paved the way for Route 72, which is the traffic that you're hearing behind me. But I'll walk over there and see if I can duplicate that photo right there to what it looks like today. So definitely hard to believe that there were two tracks along here, because the bed just doesn't look wide enough for it. But over the years, with man making changes to the land and everything, things look different now than they did back then. Swatara Creek to my right is looking mighty nice along here for fishing. Nice and still, nice and deep, and it's a little cloudy today too. Perfect conditions for fishing. Definitely worthwhile making a weekend up here camping. If you stay down at that camping resort, all you gotta do is walk there, get on the trail, and you can come up here to the state park and explore up here, walk, hike, ride, because the Appalachian Trail crosses up here too. And there's a cabin up here on one of these hills, and I forget which one it is, but I believe it's called Bordner's Cabin or something like that. It's a place where you can get in out of the rain or the weather. Has some nice waterfalls there too in back of it. It's on my list of places to film. Just got to find the time to get to it. So we're back at the bridge, and that little wooden shack that is to my right that you probably saw there, that is for the USGS for measuring the creek level. So here is the Appalachian Trail that comes down, and the reason this bridge was put in here and reused was to get the trail across the Swatara Creek over there. So it continues on and goes through the parking lot, goes under 81, and continues on up the mountain again. But this is where things change here as far as the rail trail goes, because this is an old road here which was most likely built on top of the former rail line bed. So we're going to follow this up and see if we can make it up to the end and back. And I did check to see where Bordner's cabin is. That is a few miles up from where we are currently located. We'll probably pass a sign for it along the way there. No doubt about it, this was an intersection here that I just came through. And I believe the actual rail bed is off to my right. I saw a path going back there, but it's pretty much overgrown for us to travel on. So we're going to stick to this road and see where it leads us. In fact, no doubt in my mind that that is the rail bed. Hopefully the camera will pick up. Right there's the bridge for it. And there is a date on it. It's over in there. 1925 is the date on the bridge, the diamond. And I'm pretty sure, looking by that diamond, that this was the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad at one time. So there's a better look at the bridge, and I'll zoom in a little bit for you, and I'll show you where the date is on the bridge. Right there. So that is 1925. There's the diamond. So yeah, you probably can go walking over there, but this time of the year it is really overgrown. That is not maintained, and I don't feel like dealing with ticks and other critters that you may encounter along the way. But that concrete bridge is still in excellent condition yet. So hopefully at some point here we'll get back on the rail bed. We'll have to see how this road takes us around the park. So they do have the signs marked yet along here saying Swatara Rail Trail, but this to me doesn't classify as a rail trail because it's not actually on the railroad bed. The way it feels out here today with the temperatures and the breeze and everything, it feels more like a September day than it does a June day, because this is the second weekend of June and pretty cool out here today. According to the weather forecast though, that's going to change next week. He said the heat and humidity is coming. Yep, pretty boring along here. Nothing interesting at all, except an abandoned road. All right, it looks like we are going to be making a right up here and getting off of this road. And hopefully get back on the rail bed. Which we currently are. And looking at my map, we are not actually going to pass where you would go up to Bordner's cabin. That's actually on the other side of the creek to my right. So I believe you would have to take the path that's back there at the Waterville Bridge, which is the Bear Hole Trail. That will take you up to the cabin, which we are not going to do that today. That'll probably be for a future video. Coming up on another trailhead parking. Not quite sure which one this is. Maybe sand siding trailhead, because that's the name that I saw there for the road, Sand Siding Road. But this particular part of the trail You're in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing here. Very remote. Almost like the John Bartram Trail of the Schuylkill River Trail up there in Hamburg once you get past Port Clinton. Very remote. So we are coming back into civilization finally, because I actually shut the camera off because there was nothing to show you along the way there. It was just a remote area and just wooded area, what seemed like miles from the last trailhead. Well, it was. So we're slowly getting up to the end here. That bridge I just crossed over back there, I'll probably stop on the way back and film it. It was built in 1944. So not sure how good this is going to be the rest of the way. This looks like this could be pretty rough through here. This is not maintained that well. At least it doesn't look it. But we'll start out on it, see how it goes. But definitely can tell this is a railroad bed, because there is a bunch of anthracite laying along here and the coal silt. Trail could definitely use some work through here. I'm hoping to get up here to the end. I'm not that far away. Probably about, I'd say a mile from the end of it. Looks like my luck here is going to run out soon. As this is getting narrower and narrower with weeds. But this is the end. So we are at the Hampton Inn in Pine Grove. And I'm not going to venture up through because it continues straight on up through there, but we are turning around and heading back because this is the end. Although it still shows it on the map as this being as a trail. Maybe we will ride up here quick, because this still shows it being a trail. Goes up around to that building that's up there. So this shows still on the map yet that this is a rail trail, which I don't know, but this is, from what it looks like, we're going to be coming up on the end of it. Definitely the end. Does not go any further. It looks like this just goes up here to where they dump some brush or whatever, whoever maintains this. So We are turning around and heading back. At least I made it up to the end. So that trail we were on there for the last mile or so there through that overgrown terrain was called the North Spur of the rail trail. So we're coming up on this bridge down here and going to be stopping here, getting some pictures and showing you the date that's on the bridge when it was originally built. All right, so here we are at the bridge, and I'm gonna walk across here and show you the diamond that's on the side of it on the abutment over there, the year it was built. There's no paths that I can get down along the creek or anything to get you any other shots of the bridge, so we'll have to suffice with the one that's here. But if I zoom in, there you can see the year, 1944 this was built. Not quite sure when they rehabbed the bridge here, because this does look pretty modern as far as the structure-wise goes with it and everything. So we are making our way back to the parking area where we started. I got a long ride ahead of me, and there is going to be nothing along the way to show you unless I find some wildlife along the way. So most likely we'll pick up the video when we get back to where that bridge takes you across the Swatara Creek over to the other walking trail. So this may or may not show up that good in here, but nice little cabin here where you can camp out. I'll have to go upstairs. Thought maybe I could get upstairs from here, but no such luck. We'll have to walk around here a little bit, see what we find. And there's nobody in here. Very nice. Little loft up there. Couple rooms back here. And I got some people pulling up here. Now that is just cool. Look at those waterfalls up there. So that was a nice, neat little treat there. Did not realize Bordner's cabin was that close to the trail. I thought you had to hike into it. So, pretty cool. So now we are definitely heading back to the parking area where we set out from some 4 hours ago. So I'd say we got about 2.5 miles or so, maybe 3 miles till we get back to the parking lot. I got a half a battery left on the bike, so that should be pretty good. So far I got 21 miles on the bike today riding. So there is definitely an elevation difference here with this lock, because this is one of the deepest locks I have seen with the canals that are in my area, both the Union Canal and the Schuylkill Canal. This is the deepest one I've ever seen. This almost reminds me of the locks that I saw when I was up with Jay, Jake, and Becky last November, and we did the bike train up through the gorge and then bike back. Those locks up there were phenomenal and very deep. So this is the branch of off of the Union Canal, and it was either the Pine Grove branch or the Tremont branch, one of those two. If it's wrong, it'll be corrected at the bottom of the screen. But this is just phenomenal. In fact, I got to put it on wide angle here to really show you everything. Did not expect to find this today at all. So down here at the other end, looking back up, there you can see just how deep this lock was. That is just fabulous. And down here, this looks like about the normal heights of a regular lock, and then the canal would have continued straight on down through there. Hard to imagine 100 and some years ago or more, however, well over 100, 150 years or more. Hard to believe that none of these trees were here and there was a canal running through here. All right, so we are back out on the trail once again, headed back to the parking lot. That was certainly an unexpected find today. Was not expecting to find that lock. So we are back at the parking lot, and the other lock we're coming up on is right here in front of me, which I showed this in my other video. but it's literally off to the right. In fact, you can probably see part of it there to the right, the end of it. So it went straight through. Right where the road goes up to the bridge was the canal. So that is going to wrap it up here for Swatara State Park. In fact, wrap it up here completely for my exploring. I accomplished everything today that I was going to do in separate videos, but yeah, sometimes things work out for you and everything. So got to explore all of the rail trail, got to see Bordner's cabin, and got to find that other lock that I was going to go in search of in the fall and everything. But everything is done. So far today I put on 22.91 miles on the bike. 4 hours and 38 minutes was the entire trip today, and according to my watch I burned 1,146 calories. So great day to be out riding, but I am definitely tired. Just about went through a full battery on the bike. I think I had about a quarter or an eighth of a battery left on it, but I had the spare with me, so I really wasn't that concerned about it. But definitely ready to go home, definitely ready to get something to eat because I am tired. So thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.